government doing to create jobs?
No, I don't think the government's going to create jobs.
Well, then we agree. So
certain industries need regulation. The financial industry, they've come away with less regulations than I would like to see.
yes, sir.
So you got to go back to the fact where I think in rough numbers, the top 20% of the wage earners in this country pay 70% of their tax.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
so
yeah.
are they paying a fair share? I certainly think they are. I mean, I don't understand this idea. If I get him less, I get more type of thing. You know, if we all have equal opportunity, if he got a good deal, I should be able to get a good deal. I should be able to work for that.
Well,
I don't know why we need to penalize those top earners anymore.
Well, because it makes certain politicians feel good.
Yeah.
You
know, the thing about it, Joe, I was watching, you know, I'm a conservative, strong supporter of you, and I'm not real fond of this stuff, but that aside, I was watching Fox the other day, which happens to be my favorite channel. And,
surprise, surprise.
And Michelle Malcolm, who is a very strong conservative blogger, was on, and they asked her about a question that was kind of along the lines of, don't you want to tax profit? Don't you want to tax corporations and corporate profits? And she went into this long, drawn-out explanation of what profit is and what, you know, and it was just, it was obscene, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Having been a small businessman, I hope everybody understands what profit in a business does. What profit in a business does is it pays salary. What profit in a business does is allows business to expand. What profit in a business does is allows them to buy other material. So, I mean, the answer about profit and why you don't want to tax it is very clear, because the profits is what drives the economy.
Yes. And so when we raise your taxes to dig into those profits, or when we throw this thing called Obamacare on top of you, which is going to dig into your profits, that impacts how you hire, that impacts how you grow.
I couldn't hire a person for my small business unless I made the money to pay them. There's no way I was going to do that to a person.
Why do you think there are people in this country who want to raise taxes on people who make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, or even millionaires?
I have no idea.
Well, Obama said it himself at some point, everybody can make too much money. So there's a lot of people out there that thinks there should be a limit on what one person should consume.
Oh, I don't even think you believe that.
And if they have that access, you give it to those who don't have it, so they can consume at the same level.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe this will help you with your
louder.
Maybe this will help you with your issue. Part of the problem is our tax structure. GE paid nothing. I'm sure you would be upset by that. So how about to help you with your problem, rather than taxing the quote-unquote rich, why don't we make the tax code fair?
Hold on.
I don't see it coming down the road this way or that way. Joe said it last Saturday. He said the rich have a lot of lawyers and accountants. They find the loopholes.
Well, that's why they do.
So the scale's out of balance.
But that's why the code is so.
How about we get rid of the loopholes?
Right.
Here's the deal. If we make the tax code, if we make the tax code fair and equal, then your problem should be profit.
Anybody against?
I don't see it, and I don't see the proposed legislation.
Well, we have to put the right people in place so they can do it.
But until that happens, the scale right now is out of balance.
Who would not?
Because they have the loophole.
Who would not support us simplifying our tax code? Is there anybody out there that would not support us simplifying the tax code?
Lawyers, accountants.
And actually probably a lot of big corporations and wealthy individuals who take advantage of all the loopholes. The rest of us don't.
But if the scale's out of balance right now, and right now in front of us is a proposal to raise it 4.6%. No, it's not good. But is it going to bring the scale more in balance?
No, it's going to make it more unfair.
Hold on. One at a time. You're so close to getting kicked out of here, you don't even know.
You know how many days, if you did that and you raise the revenue, date of spending that we pay for this government? Do you have any
5 to
idea?
8 days.
Well,
5 to 8 days.
5 to 8 days.
you may think it's the right thing to do, but I think we're all smart enough to know that you could take 100% of what every millionaire in this country makes. I mean, steal 100% of their money. You're not going to do anything about the debt or the deficit. You may think it's a good policy and you may think it's fair, but you're not going to do a thing about the deficit, guys. We got to be smart. You know, I'm on record, I want to come home from Afghanistan tomorrow. I've been on record for over a year. Come home from Afghanistan tomorrow. That'll save us that'll save us $110 billion. It's something we should do. It's not going to help with our debt situation. We're going to have another 1.3 or $4 trillion deficit this year. We're not 16 trillion in debt. We're really about 80 to 90 trillion in debt. We're talking about nickels and dimes here. The only way you will change the disastrous trajectory we're on right now is for this country to have a grown-up conversation about health care costs for our aging population. That's the big elephant in the room. It's the biggest, fastest growing piece of our federal budget. And Democrats don't want to talk about it. Republicans sometimes are too afraid to. We finally put out something where we said we got to, and the media hits us over the head and Democrats hit us over the head. But unless we as a country figure out that, we're sunk. And it's too easy. Don't listen to anybody say, oh, they're going to end Medicare as we know it. Not this year. Don't play politics with it. If we don't change Medicare, everybody in Washington from Obama to Walsh knows that Medicare will be gone in about 10 years unless we change it. We all know it. Obama doesn't have the courage to tell you. He's just playing politics. Duckworth knows it. She doesn't have the courage to tell you. We all know it. Well, it's time we did something about it. It's time we looked the American people in the eyes and said, I know, we all want Medicare, but my oldest son's 24. I'd like it to be around for his generation. It won't be unless we change it. That's the big one. Yes, sir.
What happened to all the people who enjoy benefits, the luxury, the greatest nation on earth? 50% do not pay any income tax. Why don't everyone, whether they're making X number of dollars or whatever, they should be paying their fair share or some stipend to pay for the federal government because they're getting a free ride and too many people not paying taxes. Why don't we think about what is fair and what isn't fair? We don't know what's fair. Okay, I know what's fair. You know what's fair. I want all the money that I make. I'm not going to give it to the government to fritter it away. They don't know how to run business. We got too much government into the business. Get the government out of business.
Yeah.
Everyone has to pay a federal tax. That has to be. It's the dues that's required to live in this country.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Folks, this is why this election's so important. Because you really got two different visions of America. Here's Obama's vision and here's the Democrats' vision. And by the way, too many Republicans have had this vision too. It didn't start with Obama. But here's what they believe. The dollar you make, it's not really your money. So I'm going to take, when it comes to federal, state, local, all the taxes in the country, I'm going to take about 60, 62 cents of it. Because it's not really your money.
Right.
And I'm going to give it all to government, and government's going to take care of all these problems, and government's going to make sure we're all happy. That is Obama's America. That's Duckworth's America. That's what every darn Democrat believes, and that's what too many Republicans believe. What I believe, and what a lot of Republicans believe, is in this America. And by the way, this America was the America this country was founded upon. That dollar you make, that's your money. That's your money. You give a teeny weeny little bit to government. Let's say you give 9 cents to government. I'm just picking a number, okay? But that's your money. He gets to keep damn near all of it.
That's right.
He is free to live his life. The bargain in America, though, is or was, but then you, my friend, are responsible for your own life.
Yes, you're responsible.
You take care of your family.
I do.
You grow a business.
You don't need to go.
You contribute to your charity or your church. You take care of your parents as they get old. You find your health care.
The old American
That,
dream.
that is the freedom this country was founded upon. And we're 100 years away from that.
Yes.
Republicans and Democrats have walked us into this other America where we now give too much of our money to government. Government takes care of everything. And here's the problem, guys. It doesn't work and we're broke. And there'll be no government for our kids and our grandkids. And the saddest thing about this Obama America is it weakens us as a people. Because we don't have to take care of our lives. Health care, I don't need to pay for my health care, government will take care of it. My parents, government will take care of them. I'm not going to get involved in in a charity or my church. Government takes care of poor people. It's like we put it all off on government. That's what this election is about. There is I would say the majority of America has finally gotten up off their backside and they've said, stop. Stop this. I want to live my life. That man right there, I want to make a living. He owns this restaurant. I want government out of his hair. We are piling paperwork and regulations and taxes on top of him because it makes us feel good. We're going after business owners. You know what? Walk around, drive around any street in this district. What are you going to see? Boarded up businesses, for sale, for lease, 23,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet. We're driving businesses out of business because we're taxing and regulating them to death. Why? Because we got this huge government that we want to take care of everybody. Shame on us. It's destroying this country. That's what this election's about. You're going to top that? Fire away.
It's not the only thing. It's the changing economy. Amazon is going to be going to same-day delivery.
What do you want?
What's it going to do? It's going to put a lot of small companies out of business.
What do you want your government to do about that?
What can you do? There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do about it. And I'm just saying, you can't say, oh, we're going to fix that. That's a part of the changing economy.
Look, we live in a dynamic world. There are businesses, and then I'll come to you, Father. There are businesses in Illinois every week that call my office because they want to leave Illinois.
Yes.
Hey, it's a free world, a free country, right? Why did they want to leave Illinois? Is it because it's so darn great here for businesses? No. This is a lousy state to do business. So they go to Wisconsin, they go to Indiana. Look, or they go to China, you go to another country. What's Illinois' job? Illinois should try to keep those companies here. But they should try to do it not by increasing taxes and regulations on business owners. Lower their taxes, get out of their way. Yes, sir. You man of the cloth.
By the way, I'm a small business owner.
And he is a small business.
I've seen 9 churches within 6 miles of my building closed in the last 4 years.
Say that again.
9 churches within 5 miles of my building.
Where's your building? What town?
Addison.
You're in Addison.
I'm at St. Paul in Addison. It's the big church with the steeple right down Army Trail here.
9 churches within 5 miles have closed?
In the last 4 years.
They are small businesses.
And churches are on the sort of the bottom of the scale in terms of who gets money. Because that's people's charitable contributions. That wasn't my point, but
It's a good one.
Well, and then in my church we used to have 6 full-time equivalent employees. Now we only have 3.5. What does that mean?
That means the government's taking the money out of
And look at the people we hire. We hire like seniors. We hire people that